Hi boys and girls, I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. Welcome to today's shared reading. Yesterday we started our new book for this week's shared reading, and our book this week is Giraffes Can't Dance. I hope you enjoyed hearing this book yesterday for the first time. We're going to read it again today with a different focus. Now, you may remember some of the words from yesterday, and if you do, please read along with me because during shared reading, we all read together. Now, today's focus is going to be on rhyming words. Words that rhyme are words that sound the same at the ending. They also usually have a vowel in the middle that is the same. So let's think of some rhyming words to start with before we read our story. Do the words cat and hat rhyme? Do they have a middle vowel that is the same? K, at, h, at. What is the vowel sound in the words cat and hat? Yes, they both have the short A sound, the ah sound. Do the words cat and hat sound the same at the end of the word? Yes, they both say at the end. Cat, hat. So cat and hat, they do rhyme. Let's do another one. Do the words hop and pop rhyme? Yes, they do. Let's do another one. Do the words fin and fish rhyme? No, they don't. They sound the same at the beginning. They both say f at the beginning of the word, but they don't sound the same at the end. Listen, fin, fish. They can't rhyme. Let's do one more before we read our story. Do the words, let me see, think. Chair and bear rhyme? Yes, they do. Good job. I think our brains are all warmed up and ready for some rhyming words. When we're reading our story, listen for words that sound the same at the end. And every once in a while, I'll pause reading to ask you about it. Okay, let's get started. Giraffes can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots of trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, when every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Let's stop here. Let's get our brain thinking about words that rhyme, words that sound the same, like cat and hat and mat, or hop and pop and sop, right? Let's reread this page again, and I'm going to read it a little slower. Turn your rhyming brain on and be listening for words that sound the same at the end of the word. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Listen again one more time. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. What two words on this page rhyme? They sound the same at the end. You got it. Dance and prance. Good job. Let's keep reading. Here's that sign. It says jungle dance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. I heard rhyming words again. Did you hear them too? Let's listen to the page again. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. What two words on this page rhyme? They sound the same at the end. What do you think? Look at the page. I agree. Sad and bad. They rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Good job. Let's keep going. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Stop again. Remember, our brain is thinking about rhyming words. Words that sound the same at the end of the word. I'm going to read the page again slowly. Have your rhyming ears listening for words that sound the same at the end. There's going to be 2 words that sound the same at the end. 2 words that rhyme. Listen closely. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Did you hear them? Did you hear those rhyming words? What words rhymed on this page? You got it. Spot and clot. Spot, clot. They both end in at. Let's keep going. So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes, when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I am dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Let's find the rhyming words on this page too. Remember, words that sound the same at the end. I'm going to read the page again slowly. Listen for those rhyming words. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I am dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Did you hear it? Wide and cried. They both sound like I'd at the end. They rhyme. Good work. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Good job hearing and identifying those rhyming words. Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. There are rhyming words on every page in this book. If you would like to, you can go back to the beginning of the video. You can pause each page and try to find the rhyming words on every page. Good luck. I hope you're up for the challenge. Bye, friends.